Hi everybody, I'm Brittany Wright, in case we haven't met. And today I just wanted to jump in and talk with you and give you some insight on why you should enroll your husband or your wife, your spouse, as a coach on your team, and what happens after you do that and what that actually means. So number one, you enrolling your spouse does not mean that they have to work their business. I want you to think of enrolling your spouse as another discount coach. And if you have one coach already on your team, if you've personally sponsored one coach already, it can do nothing but good things for you if financially your family is okay with it for you to enroll your spouse. Because it automatically will give you that rank advancement to Emerald because you already have that one couch. So my first advice is to not enroll your spouse until you have one other coach on your team, because otherwise there's really no benefit to it right away, right? So I would wait until you have that other coach enrolled already and then sign your husband or your wife up. So what you can do when you enroll your spouse is you can simply pay the $39.95 and activate their account. That does not make them active. So remember that if you're going for a rank advancement at a certain date, that does not make them an active coach. It just makes them a coach. If you want them active, they need to have 50 PV through their account. So you would have had to purchase something when you enroll them for them to be active. The best way to enroll your spouse is with a challenge pack. You, as a coach, cannot purchase one, but your spouse can. So if your husband is drinking Shakeology, it's definitely a no-brainer to sign him up because now you can have each of your bags through your separate accounts. Sign them up with this challenge pack. They get their Shakeology, you get your Shakeology, and bonus, you get 2 points. Right? There's 2 Success Club points right away. So if you're struggling and you're at Success Club 4 and you're like, I don't know what to do, and you want that extra point, you can purchase that challenge pack for your spouse and get them started on their coaching journey, get them started on their health and fitness journey, and say, hey, we're doing this together, okay? So you can sign up for the challenge pack, get 2 points. If your spouse is not drinking Shakeology, you can still do the challenge pack, and I recommend doing the challenge pack, and here's what you do. Instead of purchasing a bag of 30 servings, purchase the packets. I like to get the barista packs, and then I have vanilla, chocolate, and cafe latte. Those are 3 popular flavors that people like to try. So now I have 24 sample packs in my office. I can take them with me and hand them out. I can give them away as prizes. I can do, a Shakeology group and offer, 8 people. Laura, it's totally up to you on what you want to do. You can do that and, sign him up on Saturday. That's totally fine. I'll still throw you in for the March and give you the tank top. I won't punish you for one day for being smart and helping your business. So that wouldn't be a bad thing if you wanted to do that. That's totally up to you and what you want to do. Or push yourself. Give yourself a little bit of a challenge and say, okay, I hit 8 this month. I'm going to start April at 0 and I'm going to go for it. And I'm going to hit Success Club 6. I know I'm going to do that. So depends on how you want to play that game. So either way, but so going back, you have a challenge pack, purchase the packets. Now you have some sample packs. You can either have them, you can sell them to people. I sell mine for $5 and make some money back. You can give them away for challengers. You can give them away for people who are referring to you. For a challenge, like if you have someone refer a challenger to you, you can give them a couple challenge or Shakeology packets, whatever you want to do. But now you have these packets instead of another big bag that only you can use or you can only give to one person. So there's some insight with that. The other thing is you can do a challenge pack, and instead of doing Shakeology, do the performance line. So if you both are not drinking Shakeology and you are only doing Beachbody and he's really not on board quite yet, that's okay, they take some time. You can do the performance line, and now you can try the Energize and the Hydrate and the Recover. I think that's what comes in it. I might be totally wrong on that. I don't pay attention a whole lot to that one. I don't sell a lot, but that's an option if you're enrolling your spouse or a mom or a dad or whoever. So keep that in mind. That doesn't have to be the Shakeology Challenge Pack. It can be a program plus the performance line, okay? So next question is left or right, strong leg, weak leg. There's pros and cons to both, so it really doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong answer. I'm going to just share my experience, and you can take from it what you would like. I was very ignorant when I enrolled my mom and my dad, or my mom and my husband. That's how I got to Emerald. I enrolled my mom and I enrolled Matt, and I just signed them up. And Matt was on my left and my mom was on my right. And now, 4 years later, Matthew is in a very, very awesome position in my business center. So in he's at the top of my strong leg. So what that means is he is the first coach on my business center, and everyone in the last 4 years that have gone on my left side or Meg's left side or anyone above Meg who has enrolled after Matt, he is gaining their team volume. So he caps out at Emerald. He caps out at that $250 every week when he's Emerald. And when he is in Diamond rank, which I'll touch on in a minute, when he is Diamond, he can make anywhere between $700 to $1,000 in his account per week. Okay? So it depends. I at first was kind of frustrated that Matt was on my strong leg because I'm like, well, it really doesn't do anything for me for volume to work his business because that leg is already strong. I don't need more volume on that side. But what I did need was rank because he was starting to max out. I got him to Emerald to get me to Diamond, and he started to max out on that Emerald cycle bonus. So I just started slowly working his business for him. He does not work his business. His job in our business is to support me. And he will be the first one to talk about the programs and stuff like that when we're out and about over me. But anyways, I chose to just slowly add coaches to his business center. And over time, some of them are business builders. Some of them are just pure discount. That's where I put my family. If they want to get the discount, I put them on Matt. So it doesn't matter really right or wrong, strong or weak leg. If you put them on your weak leg, which a lot of people will encourage you to do, is that way you, like once you get to Emerald, you start earning a cycle bonus. So now you have your business center, you have a coach on your left and a coach on your right. For me, my right side is my weaker leg. So if Matthew is on my right side, my weak side, I could put orders through him to help increase my team cycle, to increase my right leg volume, which would then make these legs cycle. I would hit that 200 and 100 more often, so I would cycle more. I would still get the commission because it's still my business, and I would generate more cycle volume. So there's the immediate income gratification that way, if your goal is income. So there's two ways. Like I said, there's not a wrong way. There's no way you're ever going to get to the top and so I wish I would have. Probably. I say that very cautiously. But really, there's really no right or wrong way. You're just going to, once it's done and your spouse is in the position they are, then we can figure out, okay, where's the power play here? Are you going to build this business up to a rank and focus on it because it's in a good spot in your business center, or do we need to, funnel some orders through there to help build your volume? So that's right or left, that's strong or weak, and that's placement. And Lindsay Matway, I believe, does a video that you guys are supposed to watch today to explain that in further detail. So what I really want to discuss is a lot of people are hesitant to enroll their spouse because they don't want to work their business, and that's really not what happens right away. Your spouse does not have to work their business center. They're basically a discount. It's another avenue for you to help build income and build your business a little bit faster. So what coaches do when their spouse is on their weak leg or you're working your husband's business is base kits. First, let me start. If your extras, so let's say your spouse isn't getting Shakeology, you don't want to spend $100 extra every month on Shakeology to keep that business center active, you do not have to. You just need 50 PV, and that can come from a customer or that can come from personal. If for some reason you don't have a customer that you can put under there for 50 PV every month, I would suggest, and this is what I do with Matt's because he is so backed up on Shakeology right now, my Energize, my Hydrate, and his Recover are all ordered through his account. So we're hitting our 50 PV in his account with the extra supplements versus extra Shakeology, okay? So if you drink Shakeology and you drink Energize and Hydrate, stop your Energize and Hydrate on your personal account and start ordering that through your husband's account. That'll keep him active, and that'll generate that volume on that leg, which I think ends up being like 80 something, every 5 weeks, which that will start to add up. So keep that in mind, that you do not have to, have 2 Shakeology orders. You can have, if you're drinking, Digestive Boost, Focus Boost, that kind of stuff, all those extra supplements come through Matthew's account or my second business center account. The only thing that goes through my personal first business center is my own personal bag of Shakeology. So then, I'll get to that in a minute, Laura. I want to make sure I finish this thought before I get distracted. Okay, so the other way people can do this is that instead of putting challenge packs and stuff like that, because you need to do challenge packs in your business center for Success Club, once you have all your challenge packs through your business center, you can put base kits, you can put other people's orders of, new customers who are just ordering Energize or just ordering Digestive Boost or just ordering a 3-day refresh or something like that. You can put them through your husband's account, again, to drive that volume up, and you still get that commission, and that will help keep them active if for some reason you cannot stay on a hydrate, Energize, all that stuff every month. Okay, so when we say enroll your spouse, we're not asking your spouse to work their business. We're not asking you to work 2 businesses. He can be a spot filler, and then as you start building your team, as you start building and going for Diamond, then we can maybe talk about building his business up to Emerald and working his business a little bit more. But in terms of you enrolling your spouse to help you hit your first business milestone of Emerald or team or business starter, then it's a very smart move. It's a very business strategic move. And, the more you can involve your spouse and get them plugged into what you're doing and why you're doing it. So if they want to watch this video, that will help them be more supportive of you as well. So Laura's question was, if I have 2 more people sign up as coaches plus my husband, do you have 4 legs? Do you have your customers? No, you only have 2 legs. You have a left and a right. So once you start adding more coaches, you'll just have coaches on your left and on your right. So for example, Diamond, you need 4 coaches on your right leg, 4 coaches on your left leg, and 1 Emerald on each. So you'll just have the 2 legs. You'll just start building them up. You'll just adding more coaches. Okay. Do you have your customers purchase just through them or personally through you? If they're purchasing through Matt, then I send them Matt's account. Okay, and even some coaches, and I just say, hey, I'm building my husband's business to help my business, so you're still my personal sponsor coach. You get all the benefits that my coaches do, and especially if you're on Matt's team and you've been on there a while, if you start hitting a rank, your cycle bonus is probably going to be pretty good, because my left leg is really strong, and so is Matt's. So once you start, so I just tell them straight out, like, you're going under my husband. You're still me, you're still part of my challenge group, you're still part of my team, you're still part of everything, but it's just another business center that I run. I have a second business center. Once you get to 2-star, you can basically franchise yourself. So I have another business center, and so I have coaches in Matt's business center, in my business center, and then in my second business center. They all get the same benefit of that. So once you reach your own Success Club, you can divert them to if you wanted to grow Garrett's business, like when I was building Matt and going for Elite, I, put Success Club under him and build volume under him and coaches under him and stuff to help build my business, build my volume, and get coaches under him. Yeah, Laura, you're under Matt. So if you rank advanced, you might see a boost in income. We'll have to look at that and see where your So, that is a good question, and I'm glad you asked that. So, if you open your coach online office, if you go to the bottom left, you'll see like some statistics for right leg volume, left leg volume, total volume, things like that. So you can see it'll say right leg volume and left leg volume, and where it says that, you can check those numbers. And whatever leg has the higher number, that's going to be a stronger leg. That means there's more coaches under there generating more product purchases. And if there's a smaller number there, then that's your weak leg, and so to speak. So then that'll give you a better answer of which one is your strong leg and which one is your weak leg. And then you can kind of go from there and what decision you want to make for your business and for your relationship and your, situation, whatever's going to work better for you. Like I said, I was ignorant when I did it, and I was kind of frustrated with myself going through and building my business because I didn't have him on my week. But 4 years later, by slowly building him up, it's a benefit. It's a benefit to me now. So instant gratification or delayed gratification, I think they'll both play out and you'll see benefits of both. So I hope this makes sense. I hope this kind of clarified why we encourage you to enroll your spouse, and that's not just to have you spend more money and they will pay their business service fee every month. So let's not forget that. So they will be, spending that $16 every month as well. But if you're serious about your business, if you're serious about growth and you're serious about, income and building a team, then I feel like it's a must do that your spouse is enrolled, or a family member that you can help and build your business with and have that on your side. So post questions below. I will check back and answer some questions, and Rachel and Heather can also jump in and answer questions and clarify if they have the answers or know how to get them, or share their experience as well. But yeah, come back, listen through. If you catch the recording, make sure to comment below and then ask your questions and we'll get to it. Okay? All right. Thanks for listening, you guys. Have a great day.